hospitals that remain, and water and sewage infrastructure as well.
Well, with me in the studio is Saeed Shehata from BBC Arabic. Good morning again, Saeed. So let's start with that situation. The humanitarian crisis is deepening. Now the International Committee of the Red Cross has left Gaza City. What is left?
It is alarming and devastating humanitarian situation because a few days ago, the Médecins Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders, suspended its activities because of also the escalating hostilities. So, and yesterday the ICRC also done so, and so the other organization will follow because they cannot work under this intensive, military operation by the Israeli forces, and this will force people more to move because the Israeli army has been trying to convince people to move, distributing leaflets and saying, what is left will be terrorist or supporting terror groups. So all of that put pressure on the people to move. But, in the last few days since this intensification of the ground operation, this forced about 500,000 people to move to the south, but some people went back because there is no enough facility there. In addition to that, there is some numbers can highlight the humanitarian situation, which is very, very bad. According to the Hamas-run health ministry, 455 died out of hunger, including 157 children. In addition to that, more than 3,000 people were killed seeking aid, the majority of them since the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, backed by Israel and the United States, started its work on 27th of May. On the top of that, Adnan Abu Hasna, the media advisor of UNRWA, said only 9% of aid is allowed to enter, needed aid is allowed to go into Gaza. I talked a few days ago with an official from the World Food Program, and she told me it's the worst humanitarian crisis since 25% of the population, about 500,000 people in Gaza City, they're facing famine, according to the IPC report. So all of that makes the situation is very bad, and with the withdrawal, suspension of the activities of this organization, it will put more pressure on people.
And just very briefly, if there was a ceasefire, i.e. Hamas agreed to the US plan, then of course aid would flow in, but at the moment it looks like they're unlikely still to agree to that.
Yeah, there's good points in the plan, let aid in, talking about no annexing Gaza, so all of that, no forcing people to leave Gaza as was before the arrival of the Middle East, according to Mr. Trump. So that's a good point, but still there is some contentious points. Hamas is currently consulting with other Palestinian groups to have a united front, but there is still few contentious issues, especially the commitment of full withdrawal of the Israeli army. So there is no time frame for that. In addition to that, there is no disarming Hamas is not accepted until a Palestinian state roadmap for a Palestinian state, according to Hamas.
Okay, thanks, Saeed. Saeed Shehata there from BBC Arabic.